Everywhere you look, generative AI is being celebrated as the future. OpenAI's ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, Anthropic's Claude, and countless other AI tools dominate the headlines. Billions of dollars are flowing into startups that promise to revolutionize industries, from coding to healthcare to filmmaking. Generative AI has become so mainstream that we've stopped questioning it. It's assumed to be the inevitable next step toward artificial general intelligence, AGI. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if this massive wave of investment, hype, and expectation is actually a detour, maybe even a dead end? Meta, one of the largest players in the AI world, just made a bold declaration. Large language models like GPT won't be the backbone of true machine intelligence. In fact, Meta suggests that the entire industry is making a fundamental mistake, and their reasoning might just flip the AI world upside down.
Let's get to the core of it. The way generative AI works is simple. It learns by mimicking. If you feed it enough examples, text, images, videos, it starts to predict what comes next based on patterns in that data. For example, if it reads billions of sentences, it starts guessing the next word. Feed it billions of images and it starts generating plausible pictures. This sounds impressive, but think about how you understand the world. When you see a tree, do you consciously track the movement of every single leaf in the wind? No. Your brain instantly recognizes the idea of a tree: trunk, branches, leaves, a simplified representation that's enough to make sense of the world. Our minds don't work by generating perfect pixel-by-pixel simulations of reality. So why are we forcing AI to learn in a way that's fundamentally different from how real intelligence works? Meta is asking this uncomfortable question, and their answer might be the first serious crack in the generative AI hype.
Here's where things get wild. Meta's alternative is called JEPA, Joint Embedding Predictive Architecture. JEPA flips the entire idea of generative AI on its head. Instead of generating reality, JEPA models learn by predicting in representation space. What does that mean? Imagine this. If you see only a dog's wagging tail peeking out from behind a fence, your brain instantly fills in the rest. That's probably a dog. You don't need to see the full body, every whisker, or every pixel of fur. Your mind holds a mental representation of dogness. That's how humans think. JEPA works the same way. Instead of forcing the AI to generate every pixel of what happens next, like a video generator, JEPA simply predicts the key concepts: what's happening, what's likely to happen next, and how objects interact. Meta's vJEPA 2, their latest model, learns in a way that's more aligned with how human intelligence functions, simplifying, abstracting, and focusing on what actually matters for understanding, not memorizing irrelevant details. This isn't just a cool new model. This is an existential threat to the way the entire AI industry operates. If JEPA works, it means large language models aren't intelligence engines. They're just interfaces. Fancy translators between humans and machines. Real intelligence, the ability to predict, reason, and understand the world, would happen inside a completely different architecture. Think about the impact. The billions invested in generative AI startups? At risk. The valuations of AI companies built entirely on LLMs? Potentially inflated. And the idea that scaling LLMs, just making them bigger, gets us closer to AGI, might be a fantasy. Meta's research implies that LLMs won't get us to true machine intelligence. Instead, world models like JEPA, which don't generate but understand, could be the real breakthrough. If Meta's right, this changes everything, from how AI is built to who wins the race for AGI. Make no mistake, this is the opening shot of a massive war in AI research. On one side, the titans of generative AI, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, Cohere, are all betting that scaling LLMs will eventually lead to AGI. On the other side, Meta is signaling a shift, that true intelligence doesn't come from language, but from world understanding. Imagine a future where LLMs like GPT are just speech engines, tools that convert the thoughts of a far more powerful world model into words humans can understand. That's a total paradigm shift. And if JEPA-style models prove to be more efficient, smarter, and require less data, it won't just be a scientific win. It'll be a financial earthquake across Silicon Valley. One thing's for sure, the AI revolution is far from over. In fact, the fight for the future of AI has only just begun, and what happens next could change the world forever. Stay tuned.